Right now, ladies and gentlemen, gather around your radios because it's time for another edition of
Global Oddities.
Weirdest Array.
Crazy.
Goofy stories in the news, ripped right from today's headlines and the fireback pages. And here we go.
Right. You know how things can events can just snowball.
They can.
They can.
They
And here's
can.
a perfect example.
All right.
A guy in Florida crashed into a fire hydrant on Monday. When he got out to survey the damage, he accidentally locked himself out of his truck.
Oh, no.
At which point he realizes, oh, you know what? That water from the hydrant, it's creating a sinkhole.
Okay, bad.
Yeah, so he smashes the back window out of his truck so that he can move his truck away from it. But accidentally he didn't hit reverse. He drove right into it instead.
Good grief.
Luckily, he's okay. Can anything else go bad?
It went from bad to
worse.
To worse.
To worse.
To worse. Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
we're going to stay in the state of Florida.
All right.
Fort Lauderdale. Oh, well, what's that in his pants?
Squeeze me?
Well, authorities charge Marlon Paul Alvarez. He tried swiping assault rifles. Not little handguns, but
More than
assault
one?
rifles by stuffing them down his pants. Multiple
Wow.
assault rifles down his pants. According to an arrest report, the 19-year-old was spotted shoving two AK-47s into his
Wow.
pants in a Florida pawn shop. Obviously, he looked a little strange.
Suspicious. Yeah.
Suspicious. Something was wrong inside his
Something
pants.
doesn't look right.
So the owner confronted him, and sure enough, there were two AK-47s
Wow.
down his pants.
So many things you could say, but we just
Yeah.
can't.
Yes, there is so many things.
An AK-47 in your pants, or you just have
Have
to.
you
You see me?
Okay.
How can you resist that?
I know.
And finally, I've seen this video floating around Facebook now for a few days, but I hadn't actually read the story or looked at the video, to be perfectly honest with you, but it is rather amusing. Researchers have created a robotic buttocks, as you might guess, for proctology students to practice on.
Oh,
It sits in front of a screen, a TV screen or a computer monitor, if you will, that shows a guy bending over, and the butt. It's like a first person shooter game or a steering wheel for a driving game. It's just an extension of the computer, but it gives feedback like a normal patient would. And the guy on the screen, talks and says what it's feeling and things like that. And for some reason, they named him Patrick. We don't know why. Well, who knows what reasons they did that. But if you want to find that one, you can find it. It's out there all over the internet right now.
it's nuts.
Bizarre stuff.
Wow.
Computers. Ain't they amazing?
Something else.
There's something else. Yeah.
Rise and shine. You're waking up with Jim and Lisa. Kicker 102.5.